What if a Carnotaurus suddenly appeared on the modern African savanna? Could it fight its way through the food chain and rule the grasslands? But this time, you do not hatch here. Tens of millions of years ago, you and your brother are still young, small enough to vanish between tree trunks and far too weak to fight what is chasing you. Behind you, a Tyrannosaurus crashes through the forest. Every footfall shakes the ground. Every time you look back, that massive skull is closer. Your brother cuts left. You follow. The Tyrannosaurus surges after both of you. Then the entire forest lurches sideways. Trees split, stone tears open beneath your feet, and a black fracture spreads through the earth. You, your brother, and the Tyrannosaurus all fall in. For 1 second, there is no sky, no ground, no sound. Then you hit mud. When you open your eyes, the forest is gone. The air is hotter, the grass reaches past your knees, and strange animals are calling from every direction. Your brother is nowhere in sight. Neither is the Tyrannosaurus. Before you can decide which one worries you more, the water behind you explodes. A Nile crocodile lunges from the shallows. You jump aside just before its jaws close, kick hard with both legs, and shoot up the bank. You do not know where you are or what lives here, but your body understands one thing perfectly: run. For the next few days, running is almost all you do. Then hunger forces you to hunt. A hare breaks from the grass. You launch after it. For a few seconds, this feels easy. Your hind legs drive harder, your tail steadies your body, and the gap disappears. Then the hare turns. You try to follow. Your feet move, but the rest of you is still committed to the first direction. You blast straight past it, hit the ground shoulder first, and slide through the dust. Your tiny arms wave uselessly in front of your chest. They cannot catch the ground or even brush the grass off your face. The hare is gone. That is your first lesson. You can turn, just not quickly, once your whole body is moving at full speed. A few days later, an injured hare gives you another chance. You creep closer. One more step, a black-backed jackal bursts from the side, grabs the hare, and runs. Its right ear is missing a piece. You chase immediately. The jackal waits until you are almost close enough to bite its tail, then flicks sideways. You rush past. Again. When you stop, it is already far away with the meal that should have been yours. You cannot become more agile than the jackal, so you stop trying. The next time a hare appears, you sink into the grass beside a narrow game trail and wait. 4 meters. 3, 2, only then do you move. There's no room left for it to change direction. One burst, one bite. Your first real meal in this world is small, but it teaches you everything. You have not fixed your weakness. You have learned how to remove the moment when it matters. The years pass, your legs lengthen, your tail grows heavier. Every stride carries more force. You begin taking larger prey, but the real change is not your size. It is patience. One afternoon, the same torn-eared jackal appears beside one of your kills. It approaches with the same confidence, already watching the open ground to its left. That is where it plans to escape. You do not chase. You walk slowly to the left instead. The jackal stops. For the first time, it finds no safe turn waiting. It leaves the carcass and backs away. You let it go. The old score is settled without a race. By now, the dry season has tightened around the savanna. Water remains in fewer places. You find a river bend where prey comes down to drink. There is only one problem. A rhinoceros already owns it. It sees you, lowers its head, and charges. You have horns too. For 1 stupid second, that feels important. You run straight at it. The collision knocks the air out of you. The rhinoceros barely shifts. You are thrown sideways, and one horn tears a long wound along your ribs. Speed is not the same as strength, and having horns does not make you a rhinoceros. This time, you stay outside its reach. It charges. You leave the line early. It stops, turns, and charges again. Each time, its breathing grows heavier. Each turn takes longer. Then, it swings around once more. You accelerate from the side and strike its rear quarter while its weight is still shifting. The rhinoceros stumbles and crashes to one knee. You bite once, then pull away before it can turn. It rises, but it does not charge again. For a long moment, you face each other across the river bend. Then the rhinoceros steps back. You do not follow. The water is yours, but the scar along your ribs never fully disappears. For years, you live beside that river. You learn where prey slows down, where the banks force animals into straight paths, and where not to waste your strength. Sometimes, far beyond the grasslands, you hear a low roar. It is too deep to be a lion, too familiar to ignore. You search once and find nothing. Then one evening, the roar comes again, closer. You follow it into a rocky valley. At the far end, a Tyrannosaurus is chasing another animal. 2 horns, a narrow skull. The same call you heard beside you when you were young. Your brother. He stumbles. The Tyrannosaurus closes in. You run. You hit it from the side and bite the back of its leg. It whips around, and your brother forces himself upright. Together, you flee. At first, your speed opens the distance, but the Tyrannosaurus keeps following. Whenever you slow, it appears again. By sunset, both of you are exhausted, and the old wound along your ribs burns with every breath. Running can save you from a moment. It cannot save you forever. You and your brother turn around. The Tyrannosaurus advances. You split apart. You rush its left side. Its head follows you. Your brother strikes the opposite leg. The first attack works. The second does not. The Tyrannosaurus shifts its stance, protects the injured leg, and waits for one of you to come too close. You try another pass. Pain cuts through your ribs. Your stride shortens. The Tyrannosaurus sees it. Its jaws open above your neck. Your brother slams into the side of its head. The bite misses you, but the Tyrannosaurus catches him instead. It lifts him, throws him into the dirt, and turns back toward you. Your brother does not move. The Tyrannosaurus puts its weight onto the leg you have already damaged. This is not the safest direction. It is the only one that matters. You lower your head. For the first time, you know exactly where this run must end. You charge. All the force in your legs, hips, and tail drives into that weakened limb. The leg folds. The Tyrannosaurus crashes onto its side, shaking the valley floor. It tries to push itself back up, but the injured leg can no longer support its weight. You do not waste time fighting around those jaws. You circle beyond its reach and wait until the struggling animal exposes its neck. The opening lasts only a moment. You rush in and clamp your jaws down hard. The Tyrannosaurus thrashes a few final times, then the massive body finally goes still. Then you go to your brother. You push your snout against his neck. Nothing. You push again. A weak breath moves through him, his eyes open. The body that made you miss a hare, lose meals to a jackal, and nearly die beneath a rhinoceros never became easier to control. It never needed to. The same straight line that once carried you away from your brother has finally brought you back to him. You did not survive because you learned how to change direction. You survived because you finally learned which direction was worth everything.